Hello, there is Minna. And this video I present Annika Vihervä's thesis, A Child a Victim of Domestic Violence. I focus in particular on children who are not themselves victims of violence, but have to live in the family where violence occurs. In Finland, domestic violence affects the lives of an estimated 60,000 children every year. The number is difficult to estimate because only a small proportion of cases of domestic violence are exposed to outsiders. Domestic violence forces a child to live in an environment full of fear. The home is restless and insecure. Violence affects children differently. It is influenced by the child's age, gender, the quality and amount of violence, other risk factors in the child's life, and factors that protect the child. The child may have problems in social relationships, and violence can manifest itself as problems in a child's emotional life. Cognitive development can also suffer. Violence can also have longer-term effects. Studies show that it increases the risk of mental health problems, substance abuse, crime and violence. In order to break the cycle of violence and help children, I think professionals should identify children who suffer from domestic violence. Therefore, those who work with children should be familiar with the signs of the child's normal development and also signs and symptoms of violence. Hypersensitivity and hyperactivity are common trauma symptoms in children. The child is constantly awake and reacts strongly even small stimuli. It's hard for him to focus on anything. Also, sleep problems are common. Children may have to take too much responsibility for the family. Everyone working in the social and healthcare sector is required by the child protection law to have an obligation to inform social welfare if he becomes aware of suspects domestic violence or it's possible. For the child, the better, the sooner than situation of violence is being addressed. The goal is to increase safety and children's own means of survival identification. When children are given a chance, they talk about family issues, including domestic violence. When talking to a child, you need to create a calm, unhurried and safe moment where problems are talked about by them with real names without twisting. If a child whines that it's difficult for an adult to speak about domestic violence, he doesn't often talk about it either. The child thus protects an adult. He doesn't want an adult to feel bad when child talking about his own problems. The child with you should meet without their parent. The child does not want to offend their parents by talking of their own bad feeling in their presence. Sibling or a parent can also prevent the child from reporting the situation. All children are attached to their parents, even abused children. The purpose of the attachment is to provide safety, protection, care and comfort. In the case of an abused child, attachment is unsafe. It is pointless for an abused child to expect parental safety or consolation, but staying close to the parent is still a condition of life, and in the mind of the child there are no other options. The child mirrors himself in relation to their parents and loves them in spite of everything. Forgotten things often come up in plays, drawing or dreams. Playing is a good way to get a child to focus on a topic at hand. Young children can't talk for long without doing anything. Under school-age children express themselves best through play, drawing or through storytelling. The identification of abuse is facilitated by education information on the growth, development and support of a healthy child. On the other hand, identification is also facilitated by knowledge of signs of abuse, such as the behavior of the child and parents and the nature of the injury. Drawing attention to child abuse by reading about it regularly or looking at a conversation in the media will help identify it. When the situation of domestic violence is acute, the situation should be addressed directly. The situation should be approached positively, emphasizing resources and considering how support structures could be strengthened. You should not be stuck in the past, but prefer to focus to the future. Cooperation with other cooperation fields is important. Only by intervening can be helped the child and the family.